Hello, my name is John Diggs, and thank you for taking the time to watch this third and final video of this Lifestyle Suicide series. I created and designed this video series with sincere hopes of making a positive difference in your life by sharing with you some very powerful information to help you avoid committing lifestyle suicide. And as I mentioned in Lifestyle Suicide Part 1, half of us will commit lifestyle suicide in the form of heart disease or cancer by failing to properly manage the acid in our bodies. And in Lifestyle Suicide Part 2, you learn that many of us fail to live the best lives possible before committing lifestyle suicide because we're not properly energizing and hydrating our electrical water-based bodies. Now in Lifestyle Suicide Part 3, I intend to share with you some profound information about what I discovered to be the very best water for us to drink and to consistently put in our bodies to avoid experiencing lack of energy, to avoid the negative effects of dehydration, and to avoid the pain and suffering of a degenerative disease before ultimately committing lifestyle suicide. I must admit, I was truly shocked to learn what I now know about the water most of us are drinking in our country. I was even more shocked to learn how poorly regulated the water we drink is. For instance, did you know that it is not required to disclose where the bottled water actually came from before it is bottled? Yeah, would you drink water out of the Detroit River? Well, the truth is you are drinking water out of the Detroit River every time you drink Aquafina or Dasani bottled water. And worse, did you know the plastic water bottles they are using to put the Detroit water in actually contains polyvinyl chloride, which is linked to infertility, premature puberty, asthma, allergies, menstrual cycles, irregularities, and breast and prostate cancer. Now you probably don't, because Coke and Pepsi's, the owners of Aquafina and Dasani, are not forced to tell us, because bottled water is actually less regulated than tap water. And tap water may contain arsenic, which could lead to bladder, lung, and skin cancer, aluminum, which is linked to Alzheimer's disease, lead, which is linked to kidney problems and high blood pressure, and even mercury, which is said to cause serious brain damage and nervous system and kidney problems. Yeah, tap water is definitely not good for us to drink, but many still say that it's better to drink than bottled water. Now what about distilled water? Well, distilled water is basically tap water that has been boiled, evaporated, and then condensed without critical minerals our bodies need. In fact, drinking too much distilled water is known to create a greater risk for osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, coronary artery disease, high blood pressure, and a long list of degenerative diseases generally associated with premature aging. Now what about reverse osmosis water? Yeah, I'm sure you've seen these machines, haven't you? Well, like distilled water, it has no beneficial minerals that our bodies need. And it even takes minerals from our bodies every time we use the restroom. And arguably, the worst thing about reverse osmosis water, aka purified water, is that it is essentially acid water. Yes, it's full of acid, just like soda. I can imagine what you're now saying. Well, damn, John, if I can't drink bottled water, tap water, distilled water, or reverse osmosis water, then what water should I be drinking then? Good question. Well, there are several natural sources around the world that have what is known as miracle water. Mexico, Hola. China, Ni hao. Australia, Hello. France, Bonjour. India, Namaste. And Germany. Guten Morgen. Yes, these countries have this famous fountains of youth where there are literally long lines of people waiting every single day to get this miracle water. Because this miracle water has been reported to slow down the aging process, improve the body's ability to heal itself, give people more energy, and many other health-related benefits. After extensive research, it has been validated and verified that what makes this water miraculous is its active hydrogen. And active hydrogen is very important to our bodies. In fact, way back in 1937, Dr. Albert Szent-Györgyi, also known as the father of natural medicines, he received the Nobel Peace Prize for many great things, like discovering vitamin C, and probably most importantly, he determined that active hydrogen is the energy source that runs our bodies. He also determined that active hydrogen is what fuels the universe. And active hydrogen is the same energy source that even runs the sun. So he basically discovered that hydrogen is the fuel of life, which may explain why miracles are happening when people drink water with active hydrogen. Today, many people in the United States and all over the world are reaping the benefits of drinking active hydrogen water, also known as alkaline water, without having to travel to one of our world famous fountains of youth. And this is because as more and more people in this country and around the world are learning the incredible health benefits of drinking alkaline water, more and more people are willing to pay for alkaline water. And since more and more people are willing to pay for alkaline water, we're now starting to see more and more companies creating in-home machines that produce alkaline water. And these machines are called water ionizers. So in short, the best water we should drink to avoid committing lifestyle suicide is produced by water ionizers. And there are a bunch of good water ionizers to choose from. And after extensive analysis and thorough research, I have determined that the best of the best water ionizers in the world is manufactured by a Japanese company named Energizing. I've come to believe Energizing is in fact the world's #1 water ionizer manufacturer for many reasons. And some of the major reasons are because Energizing USA is now the only water ionizer manufacturer to receive an exclusive gold seal certification from the Water Quality Association. The Water Quality Association is the oldest third-party testing and certification program in the drinking water industry. And the Gold Seal certification is awarded to only the most reliable and only the most trusted producers of quality drinking water. And Energizing is the only water ionizer company that's been certified by the International Organization of Standardization, specifically for manufacturing excellence in the specific areas of quality and environmental compliance. Another reason I believe Energizing is the world's best water ionizer manufacturer is because Energizing has been developing their water ionizers for over 30 years now, which means they are not just a new company trying to get in the water ionizer business to make some money because now everybody's talking about alkaline water. No, Energizing has been building their devices and improving and saving lives for decades now, so it's safe to say they have it figured out, and we all know the outstanding quality of Japanese products. And what's even most impressive to me is the fact that Energizing's water ionizer is the only water ionizer machine actually classified as a medical device, and is prescribed to Japanese patients by Japanese doctors in many Japanese hospitals. Which may explain why the United Nations found that the Japanese people have the longest life expectancy of all the people on the planet. Instead of prescribing drugs to their ill people, like in this country, for decades Japanese doctors have been prescribing Energizing's alkaline water, which is more commonly known as Kangen water, to their patients, and in most cases even before prescribing drugs. So being who I am, I began analyzing and researching everything I could about Kangen water. And I discovered that Kangen water has 3 major properties that make it truly the best drinking water on the planet. And the 3 Kangen water properties are 1. Highly alkaline, 2. Antioxidant, 3. Microcluster. Now let me share with you some important information about each of these powerful Kangen water properties for you to get a better understanding about why Kangen water is the best drinking water on the planet. Let's start with discussing property number 1, highly alkaline. First, it's important to note that our bodies do have natural stores of alkaline reserves to help us balance and neutralize the acid in our bodies. And some of these alkaline reserves are found in our lungs, liver, kidneys, heart, spleen, and intestines. The question, what do you think happens to these reserves when we keep creating and intaking acid in our bodies? Yeah, they go down. And once our reserves go down, that's when we're putting ourselves in a dangerous situation and open ourselves up to a degenerative disease. So we must keep our alkaline reserves full, and we must do our very best to consistently add alkaline to our bodies to avoid committing lifestyle suicide. There's a very important chart you should know about, and it's called a pH chart. pH standing for potential hydrogen, and it measures the acidity or alkalinity of a solution. This chart is very important because our bodies, to maintain a healthy electrical current, must have a certain pH. Yeah, certain bases of acid and alkaline in our bodies. Look, this pH chart ranges from 1 to 14, where 1 being pure acid, yet burn a hole in steel, and 14 being pure alkaline. The middle then is 7, right? Now there are certain parts of our bodies that require more acid than others, like our stomach. But our blood, our blood, river of life, must be slightly alkaline at 7.36. Now listen closely, because this is very important, because this 7.36 pH balance in our blood is just as important to our bodies as maintaining the temperature of 98.6. Because if this 7.36 number were to vary 1 or 2 points either way, we would die instantly. Now, having said that, let's take a look at where some of the typical things we drink line up on this chart. Look, sodas are around 4.5 on this chart. Beer is 5.0. Now keep in mind that this chart is logarithmic based on powers of 10, basically meaning that the difference between tap water at 7 and soda at 4.5 is not 2.5. Soda is actually more than 50,000 times more acidic than tap water. So now you know why it is advised to stop drinking soda. You're putting close to straight acid in your body every time you do. As you can also see, fresh Kangen water has an alkalinity of 9.5. The body loves it. And remember, acid equals sickness, and alkaline equals health. So please stop putting acid in your body and start putting alkaline in your body. And the best pure alkaline on the planet is Kangen water. Now, out of the 3 powerful Kangen water properties, that was property number 1. Kangen water is highly alkaline. Now let's discuss the second powerful property of Kangen water, antioxidant. Did you know the process of oxidation happens all the time, everywhere, on everything in our daily lives? Yes, we often see oxidation on metals and we call it rusting. We also notice oxidation on foods and we call it spoiling. And we see oxidation even on people and we call it aging. Scientifically speaking, oxidation involves an exchange of electrons between 2 atoms. The challenge with oxidation in the human body is that it damages cell membranes and other structures including cellular proteins, lipids, and DNA. When oxygen is metabolized, it creates free radicals which steal electrons from other molecules, causing damage. Oxidation can be accelerated by stress, cigarette smoking, alcohol, sunlight, pollution, and other factors. Our bodies can cope with some free radicals and actually need some free radicals to function effectively. However, an overload of free radicals have been linked to certain diseases, including heart disease, liver disease, deterioration of the eyelids, which contributes to blindness, inflammation of the joints, arthritis, damage to nerve cells in the brain, which contributes to conditions such as Parkinson or Alzheimer's disease, acceleration of the aging process, and some cancers. Therefore, to help slow our oxidation, to help slow our aging process, it is best for us to intake antioxidants. Antioxidants actually scavenge and neutralize the free radicals from our cells and prevents or reduces the damage caused by oxidation. Evidence suggests that antioxidant supplements don't work as well as naturally occurring antioxidants in foods such as fruits and vegetables. Evidence also suggests that antioxidants in fruits and vegetables don't work as well as Kangen water because Kangen water is electrical based and goes directly into our cells and neutralizes the free radicals instantaneously. Unlike regular antioxidants that we get in a pill, a potion, or in a food where we can only get a limited supply of antioxidants in our bodies, with Kangen water we're not limited to how much water we can drink. So we can literally flood our bodies with powerful antioxidants every time we drink Kangen water. And this can be validated and verified by what is known as an ORP meter. ORP stands for oxidation reduction potential. And an ORP meter actually measures the electrical charge of things. And if it reads above 0, what it's measuring is oxidizing. If it reads and produces a negative number, what it's measuring is reducing oxidation, an antioxidant. If you go out and purchase you an ORP meter and test some of the things we typically drink in our lifestyle, what you're going to find is that most bottled water come out to be plus 200 on an ORP meter, which is oxidation. You'll also find that tap water comes out to be a little bit more oxidizing than bottled water. And you'll find that sports drinks and sodas are both more than 300 plus on an ORP meter, which is pure oxidation to our bodies. Yes, increasing aging, sickness, and many other things I mentioned before. Now, if you take your ORP meter and test an orange, green tea, or cod liver, you'll find that they are all antioxidants because they will produce negative numbers on your ORP meter. And what you'll also find is that fresh Kangen water will produce the greatest negative number on your ORP meter, which means it is the best antioxidant you can consume. So please stop drinking this crap and start drinking Kangen water to reap the many benefits of antioxidants. Now, Kangen water properties. Number 1, it's highly alkaline. Number 2, it's antioxidant. Now let's discuss number 3, which is probably the most important property, microcluster. You probably know that a water molecule is expressed in the chemical symbol as H2O, consisting of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom, and that the water molecules come in clusters rather than single molecules. But you probably didn't know that tap water has very large clusters. Yeah, anywhere from 10 to 13 molecules per cluster. And that makes it difficult for our bodies to absorb. Yes, that's why we have to boil water to make tea, to reduce the clusters to penetrate the tea bag. And that's also why when we drink a bunch of regular water, we can sometimes feel it slushing around inside, because it's not easy for our bodies to absorb the larger molecules of regular water. Now, Kangen water is microclustered, consisting of only about 5 to 6 molecules, which gives Kangen water excellent hydrating properties, high solubility, and good permeability, meaning our bodies can absorb Kangen water much better than regular water. Science is now able to prove that the structure of our water is more important than the chemical compound because of its impact on utilization and the function of water in our bodies. You see, when we drink regular water, the molecules are so big that they must go down our throats into our stomachs. But when we drink Kangen water, the water goes everywhere immediately because it travels in all directions, giving us maximum hydration, giving us maximum utilization of everything we drink with it, like vitamins and minerals and supplements. And these are the 3 major properties that make me believe Kangen water is the best drinking water for us on the planet. Kangen water is highly alkaline to help us deal with our acidic lifestyle. Kangen water is an antioxidant that will help us reduce the effects of the aging process. Kangen water is microclustered to help us properly hydrate our water-based bodies. Studies are now showing and proving that Kangen water provides many great health benefits. Kangen water is known to reduce fat in our bodies. Kangen water is known to reduce chronic pain. Honestly, there are too many Kangen water benefits, unbelievable stories, and miraculous testimonials for me to share with you in this video. I would like for you to do your own research, to educate yourself, and to validate and verify everything I'm sharing with you. But beware, because if
you want answers, I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Treat brother! Woo!
But seriously, these are just some of the books I've read, and trust me, there is a lot of information, not just books, all over the web, that all talk about the importance of alkalinity, antioxidants, and proper hydration. Please unlock the door to ignorance with the key of information. To help answer the question of which book to read first, I would recommend The Enzyme Factor, because not only is it one of my favorites, and it's an international health bestseller with over 2 million copies sold, but because it was written by one of the world's true leaders in medical science over the last 50 years. In fact, Dr. Hiromi Shinya is widely acknowledged to be one of the world's leading physicians. He's a professor of surgery at Albert Einstein College of Medicine. He actually invented the colonoscope, which is a big deal because before they would have to cut open your stomach to get to your colon. He's done over 370,000 colonoscopies. This man is amazing. Please Google or Bing him when able. I recommend that you start with this book first because, as you can see in the subtitle, it's about the diet for the future that will prevent heart disease, cure cancer, and stop type 2 diabetes. Yo, this is a must-read to avoid committing lifestyle suicide. When you get it, on page 159, you're going to read that Mr. Shinya believes Kangen water is the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. He recommends Kangen water because over his career, he has validated and verified that Kangen water helps cleanse the colon. In fact, he provides some before and after pictures of the colons of some of his patients that drank Kangen water for 90 days and got amazing results, just to show you how positively our bodies respond to Kangen water. In his book, he says he prescribes Kangen water because when a person's gastrointestinal system is clean, that person's body is easily able to fight off diseases, and that there's nothing better than Kangen water to help cleanse the colon. You must start drinking Kangen water now. You must get all of these amazing Kangen water properties in your body right now. And even though Energic actually makes 7 incredible water ionizer machines, their flagship machine, their Big Mac if you will, is their SD501 model. Because in addition to making fresh Kangen water, it also makes water with other pH balances. And this is important because when you change the pH balance of water by making it more acidic or making it more alkaline, you can actually change what and how you use the water for. For instance, with the SD501, people all around the world are using the different waters it makes to clean their bathrooms, to clean their kitchens, to brush their teeth, to wash their pets, to make baby formulas, to make soups, to make teas, to removing all of the toxins and pesticides on the vegetables we buy at the market, to removing coffee stains, to washing dishes, and to doing many other things. I'm sure you're getting my drift. Trust me, the SD501 is the bomb. I hope this Lifestyle Suicide series resonates with you because I really need your help with changing and improving your existing suicidal lifestyle by becoming more aware of the acid you're creating and intaking in your body. I also need your help with managing the quality of the electrical foods and drinks you're putting in your body. And of course, please help me make sure you're properly hydrating your body with the best water we know of today, and that's Kangen water. You know, being water beings, instead of thinking we are what we eat, we should be thinking we are what we drink, because great health for water beings must start with great water, right? Now, I know there are a lot of great optimal health programs and products available like Insanity, Tap Out, Herbalife, Max Muscle, and the like, but think about it. All of the great benefits and great effects of all of these great health programs and great products can only improve and increase with adding simply the best water on the planet to them. You dig? So please don't keep that a secret. Now, when I conclude this third and final video and this Lifestyle Suicide video series, you'll be left with a decision to make. And that decision will be to either go back to your suicidal lifestyle the way it is now and just hope that you're not going to be one of the 50% of us that's going to die from heart disease or cancer, or you can take action and control of your life by influencing the length of your life and improving the quality of your life by getting Kangen water into your life as soon as possible. And the next best step to do that is to visit lovekangenlife.com, because at lovekangenlife.com you can learn more about the different kind of waters that you can utilize and start taking advantage of. You can learn more about the different type of water machines and Energic manufacturers. And you can even order your own Kangen water machine to start alkalizing, antioxidizing, and hydrating your body right away. So please visit lovekangenlife.com. You know, this Lifestyle Suicide video series has been one of the most challenging yet fulfilling things I've ever done in my life. Because even though it took countless hours over many days and many months of researching, referencing, programming, reprogramming, writing, rewriting, recording, re-recording, etc., the closer I got to finishing this Lifestyle Suicide video series, the more I began to feel this incredible gratitude, this powerful passion, this empowering energy to get it done and share it with as many people as possible. And that's because on one painful night not too long ago, when I was at the lowest part I've ever been in my life, I mean, very, very tough times, very, very challenging times, I made a promise to God that if He would please give me the strength and please give me the guidance to get through this situation, that this tough times, that I would spend the rest of my life committed to making a positive difference in the lives of others. And every single day since that night, God has given me the strength, God has given me the guidance, God has been blessing me to not just turn my life around, but to start to live a life that I truly love. You dig? And this Lifestyle Suicide video series, in essence, is my best effort to honor the promise that I made to God that night. Can you dig it? I knew that you could. Thank you very much for watching Lifestyle Suicide Part 3. This concludes this video.